What's up, guys? What's up? Okay. I won't do any more weird stuff. Actually, I probably will. That's a lie. All right, email follow-ups. This is our video on how to make a good email follow-up series. All right. Usually, you want to aim for 7 days before your campaign even starts, so you don't have to worry about follow-ups and all that. At least that's 5 to 7 days. Let's just call it 5 to 7 days. So email follow-ups. This is the means by which you gain trust, boost customer retention, and increase your monthly revenue with one stone. That's 3 birds with one stone. So let's go over that. It's basically building trust with your peeps. And then we've got customer retention, so keeping your peeps happy. And then we have, what was that last one? Increasing monthly revenue. So how do we do that? How do we build trust with our peeps? How do we keep our customers retained? And how do we continue to build our monthly revenue? I'll start with monthly revenue because that's the sexiest one, and my eyes are just drawn there. I'm just kidding. Monthly revenue. How does it increase? We have a list, okay, that is building. And how can we expect to grow our monthly revenue where to do so is required that you send more conversions to a CPA offer if you're losing people? Let me break that down for you. We have a list that's building, okay? Now we want to grow our revenue, but if we're losing subscribers, how can we grow our revenue? We can't. It's simple. We cannot grow our revenue if we're losing subscribers. So we want to be able to increase our monthly revenue, and the way we do that, the way we do that is by growing our list. Now, growth encompasses 2 things. One, a continual flow of visitors to our squeeze page, and 2, indefinite retention of those new leads that we get through our squeeze page. I realize that I'm talking with a weird accent. I tend to do that when I am suppressing my ADD. I don't really know if I have ADD, but all of a sudden right now I feel like I just proved that I did. Okay, increasing monthly revenue and growth. So, increasing your monthly revenue, as you can see, goes hand in hand with building trust with your peeps and customer retention. Now, how do we get customer retention? Well, we build trust with our peeps. We help them feel like the place they're in right now is exactly where they need to be and that they really like us. And that's not hard to do. One thing that I have done myself across a few years of marketing is just be myself, man. I'm just gonna be myself. And you know what? If people get annoyed by that, well, maybe I don't want to work with those people. Because if I can't be myself in my business, that's just tough for me, man. That is tough. But back to building trust with your peeps. Why I brought that up is because people trust you when you're just real. When you're you. When you have a personality, when you're not a robot. Someone just recently hit me up on Skype and they were like, "Hey, you around?" And I felt like I knew this person, but maybe I didn't. They're like, "Who? Hey, are you around?" And I was like, "Yeah. Hey, how's it going?" And no response to how they're doing. No asking how I'm doing. Just an like literally an instant reply. Like maybe half a second later, they replied with, "Did I tell you recently how I made $7,489 last month using this?" And then they popped in a Google URL shortener affiliate link. Talk about robotic. Actually, let me try to pull up that image for you. One sec. All right, so this is the image. I had to make it. I had to get on Travis's bad side, which is worse than most people's bad sides because there aren't many people there and it's pretty lonely. This is the guy. He's like, "Hey, are you online?" I was like, "Yes, sir. How's it going?" He's like, "Didn't I show you how I made 7689 this month using?" And then he sent me his Google URL. It was a news site in the U.S. Those like fake affiliate website news websites, like the news style, like affiliate links. Those are illegal. This guy was sending me one. I was like, "Bro, these are illegal." He replies with "Okay." I don't know. It was just weird. But what I'm saying is that doesn't build trust, okay? If someone opts into your list and all of a sudden they're just bombarded with offers like, "Hey, sign up for this and this and this and this. Oh, and also there's also this." Guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna run. They're gonna turn 180 degrees in the opposite direction and probably go try out for the Olympics because they'll be sprinting so fast. Okay, you're gonna lose your people. Look, I know that it's popular to go all spray and pray on the email marketing scene. And what I mean by that is um, basically when you just want to build a list as fast as you can, get as many people on that list as fast as you can, and then just start bombarding them with offers and not caring about the unsubscribes and just keep sending more and more and more into your list. Well, guess what? That is a great way to burn yourself out. And that is a wonderful way to waste perfectly good leads that are otherwise willing to scratch your back if you scratch theirs. All right. So I've had several friends of mine who have email lists. They say, "You know what? Because I'm nice to my people, they actually wait until I send my affiliate links to them on a launch day to buy through my link because they like me." That's the difference between just having an email list to spam all the time and having an email list to build a tribe with, okay? Like having people on your list. It's basically like be your friends. Basically like thousands of friends. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Building trust with your peeps. You don't want to spray and pray. You want to show them that you can be trusted, okay? Start out Start out with some hints or some tips. Talk to them about your own personal struggles. Um, make confessions. Okay, tell embarrassing stories. The more you can connect with your audience, the more you can connect with the people who are on your email list, the more you can appear like you're a real person who has real faults and real issues and that you really want to help, the more that they'll believe you really want to help, the more that they'll help you out for helping them, if that makes sense. And it kind of goes more into customer retention, long term, basically being that authority. You want to establish yourself as an authority in your niche, that you know what you're talking about. So and we'll go into this later when we're going over like niche research and stuff and market research. But basically, you want to learn a few common issues that almost every person has in that niche. Okay. And you want to talk about how you've experienced those things as well. Okay. Let me actually bold that. Okay. Sorry. So ADD right now. This is bad. Like it's really bad. I'm really struggling here, guys. And I don't know where it came from. Like I never used to have ADD, but somehow recently it's been kind of biting my butt a little bit. So customer retention, learning a few common issues almost everyone has in that niche, talk about how you've experienced those things, and discuss how they're normal but not necessary. And finally, that you can help fix it. Okay? So you want to get their attention. You want to come off as a real person who really wants to help. That comes in with building trust. You want to learn about your audience. You want to learn about the key issues almost everyone has. Talk about how you experience those things. Discuss how they're normal but not necessary. And finally, that you can help fix it. And here's how. Okay. And that's how you increase your monthly revenue. A list that's building, in case you have constantly flowing traffic. You're not losing subscribers. At least you're losing the minimum amount that you need to lose, because everyone's going to be bleeding subscribers. It happens. Unsubscribes are normal. Not everyone wants to stay on an email list for the rest of their life, okay? So when someone unsubscribes from your list, don't take it personally. You don't want them on your list if they want to unsubscribe. They're not going to be a help to you. So just let it go, okay? I won't even start singing that song from Frozen. I'm not going to start singing it. You get the idea there? That's how you increase your monthly revenue. So 5 to 7 days for your email follow-ups. You want to make sure you build trust, be yourself, tell stories, give them tips, learn what they go through, identify with them, have some sympathy and empathy, tell them what they're going through is normal, but it doesn't have to be, and it's not necessarily. You can help fix it, and then you give them the solution. Follow these rules when you're building your 5 to 7 day email follow-up series. Okay. Now, formatting. I want to talk about email formatting because there seems to be quite a few different ways that I receive emails. You know, there's the email series that looks like this, and it's indented every few words, and it's really easy on the eyes, but sometimes it can come off a bit robotic. Then there are the email series emails that come off looking quite poetic in structure. They are written with proper grammar, indentation, and punctuation. Okay. But you get what I'm saying, right? There's the emails that are written off line for line like this, right? And then there's the emails written off line for line like this. Which one do you use? Well, you know what? There's no proper rule on this because I've seen both of them convert extremely well. But my one advice to you is, whatever you choose, stick with it. Do not throw your peeps off by using different formats. They'll probably think you have ADD like me. All right. Now, what do I use? I stick to this one. For me, it's easy. It keeps my writing flowing. It feels like other people are able to absorb it better. It's fun. Okay. Now, as far as links go, it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing a pre-sell is when you email and build up hype for a future date when you'll show and release an affiliate link. That's a pre-sell. A hard sell is when you just send an email with the affiliate link with no previous warning or anything. Okay. Now, in a hard sell email, I'll have maybe 1 or 2 lines at the top and then my link. Okay, and then I'll do that 2 more times throughout the email, once towards the bottom and then once after I write a PS. Okay, so let's demonstrate that. And then a few more lines here, and then PS, another line, and then affiliate link. Cool. So this is how I do like a hard sell. Now, why am I not writing these out for you? Why am I not doing it for you? Well, guess what? Did a hockey player ever get good by just watching people do the things for him? Did Babe Ruth get good by just watching people swing at a ball? No. He went out there and he swung at that ball over and over and over again, and he missed it many times, over and over and over again. And he'd hit it, and he'd miss it, and he'd hit it, and then he'd hit it again, and then he'd miss it again. But you know what? That's how he got good. If you want to get good at this, and then you see this as an actual business, if you want to get good with what you're doing, practice. Get into the trenches. Be brave. Don't be afraid of change. And be willing to work your butt off to learn and do these things. Okay. There's my little soapbox for the day. So there's the hard sell. Now, this is how I promote and do a soft sell. Remove the affiliate links. Okay. Pre-sell. I'll have 1 or 2 emails that look like this. Now they'll have instructions, they'll have tips, they'll have tricks, they'll have a new strategy, they'll have insider information in them, and they slowly build up to the final moment when you release the hard sell. Okay, and this comes after a couple of these. Okay, so you get the pre-sell going. Build up the hype, build up the excitement, build up the anticipation, and then finally, and this also exposes more of your subscribers to what you're about to sell, because they might not all get this hard sell on the day that you mail it out, and then it gets buried in their email inbox, and before you know it, you've lost a few leads. But this way, see, if you pre-sell for 2 to 3 days before you send out your hard sell, you maximize the eyeballs on your offer as well as increase potential payout by the time you send the hard sell. Okay, now this affiliate link can be anything. It can be a landing page before a CPA offer. It can be straight to a CPA offer. It can be a download link for another instructional guide with all your affiliate links in it. It can be anything. But this is the basic structure of a pre-sell and a hard sell. So we've got customer retention, keeping your peeps happy, learning a few common issues almost everyone has in that niche, etc., etc. Building your trust, and we also go into selling. Okay, now that's about everything with email follow-ups. So in the next video, I want to go over with you quick and dirty link tracking, because you will have to track your links. It doesn't have to be complicated though. And that's what I believe, and that's what I'm going to show you how to set up. So thank you for watching this video. Again, remember, if you have any questions, you can email me anytime. Support@epicwincpa.com. All right? Peace out.